Hello, world. There's always this little moment at the beginning of the show when you have to wait for all the social media platforms to start broadcasting the feed. If you start talking about something too important too early, then one of these gems is going to get missed. But I think we're ready to go. Welcome to the Tiger Forge Show, where every single weekday I try to give you a quick fix that you can use to start getting in the best shape of your life right now, starting right this minute, as a matter of fact. Plus, we are going to work out together and we're going to do it all in less than 15 minutes. Believe it or not, that's what's going on. It is Feedback Friday, and it's never been a better time to unpack the importance of feedback and how it can make or break whatever you're trying to do. And I'll explain exactly what I mean by never a better time. But before we get into that, we're going to open this show the same way we open every single episode of the Tiger Forge Show, and that is with the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. So, are you ready to discover the power of feedback and get your workout on all in less than 15 minutes? Good. Let's go get them. All right. Nice. I love our background music on this show. It's just so kind of mellow. It just sets a really nice tone to have a little talk about whatever we're going to talk about. But of course, we're not talking yet. Before we get into the talky part, it's the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. And if you're wondering, what is that? What are you even talking about? The point is that sometimes it's hard to get yourself to work out, especially, when you're living a life. Life gets in the way, and it's tough to make it to the gym or to sign in for something online and work out for an hour or 40 minutes or 30 minutes or even 20 minutes. Those can be a big ask when you've got other stuff going on. And so the idea behind the Dance Your Butt Off, this totally counts as your workout, is that we're going to give you a quick and easy fix for building your workout habit. And the way that we're going to do that is you and I are going to work out together right now in this moment. We're going to work out right this second. And by workout, what I mean is we're going to dance our butts off. We're going to dance our butts off to this amazing track that I found for you, and that's going to be your workout. And if you show up for that every single day, you're going to start building a chain of workouts, which will help build your workout habit, which is the win. That is the win. It's really not about working as hard as you can when you do work out. It's not about anything other than consistency. That is the key. That is, you actually finally get into shape, is consistency. And so, why don't we just get into it? What do you say? I'm into it. Today's track comes to us from Bastian Slice. Bastian Slice, what a great name. Bastian reminds me of The Never Ending Story. Bastian, such a great name. Yeah, totally. I don't think they're related, this Bastian and that Bastian. But this is a great track. There is no doubt about that. So, without further ado, how about we start the countdown and we just get into it? You ready? Good, because here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right. As always, we're just going to start with this little side step shuffle, because it's the easiest way to start getting into the dance. Just find the beat with your feet, step back and forth. Super easy. That's the whole point of this. This is not complicated. If it's starting to feel complicated, then we need to adjust back down to something a little simpler, because the whole point of this is to keep it super easy so that you can just start building your workout habit without it becoming this complicated mess that gets hard to manage. Once you've got your side step down, throw a little bounce in there. The thing I love about this Bastian Slice track is that it's a little bit mellower than what we normally do, which I dig. All right, once you've got the beat with your feet, bounce going, let's throw some arms in there. Maybe bring them up one at a time. Look at that, we're dancing. Now we're getting our dance on. How cool is that? You could probably hear me breathing in the mic. When I say that this totally counts as your workout, I mean it. I am not just blowing smoke. This is a workout. Anytime you get up and you do something active, it counts. It totally counts. I think we get into this mode where we think that a workout has to be this certain thing. It has to be a certain length, or it has to be a certain intensity, but that is not the case. And sometimes just getting up and moving is the win. I know you know what I mean. We've all been there. We've all been facing down an hour-long workout and not wanted to do it, and maybe even bailed on it. I've bailed on workout. And I work in a gym. I'm already in a gym, and I'm bailing on my workout. Oh, wow. Boy, that went by a little too quick, I think. Do you feel the same way? I feel the same way. I think we should do it again. Ready? Here we go! Why not? It's Friday. I don't want a good thing to end too soon. So let's just do it again. Why not? All right, now that you got your basic moves down, then you could start getting a little, what's the phrase I'm looking for? I don't know. Jiggy with it, I guess. You could just start moving in a way that feels good for you. Doesn't have to be fancy. Don't get fancy. Just get up and move. Do whatever you want. Whatever feels good. That is the point of this. That's why we're doing a dance instead of like lifting weights or doing push-ups or burpees or something, because it feels good. Doesn't it? I think it does. And feeling good should be a vital component of any workout. If you leave your workout feeling demoralized or exhausted, personally, I think you're doing it wrong. And that's just my opinion, but that's what I think. Working out should be a celebration of your body, not a way to punish it. I'm gonna stop talking for a second so I could get my groove on. All right. I'm not going to do it a third time, but we could. We really could. Thank you to Bastian Slice for providing our track of the day for the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. Boy, was that great. So good. I love it. So, hi, welcome to the Tiger Ford Show. Today, we are talking about feedback. And it's oddly appropriate, actually, that this is the theme of the day. You know, sometimes life just has this way of, you know, putting things right where they should be. Things just kind of fall into place in just the right way. You know, if you're paying attention, sometimes life is trying to show you things. Some people would say that life is happening for you. It's not happening to you, and sometimes it really does feel like that. And why I'm talking about that today is that on yesterday's show, I thought that episode was one of the best shows that I had ever done. I was so excited to watch the playback once I stopped the broadcast, and that was because the I didn't really typically for these shows, my show, I like to, write out some talking points. I don't script these episodes because this is live and I want it to feel live. That's the point. The idea is that this will become a conversation that we can actually talk to each other because I am live and you have the ability to drop a comment or a question into the comments and I could see it right now. So I could really talk to you about anything that you want to talk about, which I love. I think that's amazing. And so I don't script it out. I just kind of put out some talking points so that I know, so that I have breadcrumbs to follow and I don't lose my train of thought because, my mind has a tendency to jump around like a wild tiger. Go figure. Anyway, yesterday's show, I didn't really, write out a bunch of talking points because I had something very important that I wanted to talk about, something that was heavy on my heart that I wanted to really unpack with you. And so I just let my heart do the talking for me and it was great. I loved it. I mean, these these emotions poured out of me and I was so happy that I was live, that I was broadcasting what was happening because I felt the magic. I really did. I really felt like I was channeling something that was important to broadcast out to you. And then when after I wrapped up the show and I sat down to watch it, because this gets posted to all the social media feeds, so you can always watch it after the fact. That's a great part about this show is you don't have to catch it live. You can just catch it, whenever because it just lives in perpetuity on my feeds. And so I like to watch it and see how I did. And I also kind of make notes about, what I think I did well and what I think I could do better. And then I try to make improvements as I go. And then while I was watching it, right after the dance your butt off, this totally counts as your workout, the sound just cut out. My mic just dropped on me. And I went on talking for about 20 minutes. These shows are supposed to be 15 minutes. That's the promise, is a quick fix and a workout all in less than 15 minutes. Well, yesterday's show turned out to be about half an hour because I did let my heart talk for me. And ironically enough, I was talking into a dead mic the whole time. So the entire s- second half of the show, which turned out to be almost 90% of the whole thing, um, just didn't happen. There was just me, with my lips moving and no sound, which, wasn't my favorite. I was really disappointed that had happened. And but then I realized that, today is Feedback Friday, and what I hadn't done was I hadn't checked my sound level meter. And on my broadcast, I have a little sound level meter. That's that little, green, yellow, red, and yellow flick beats show you how loud the sound is. It's like a visual representation of the sound. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like if you've ever had a stereo, it's like those bars that are kind of bouncing up and down with the sound. It's a visual representation of sound. Well, my broadcast program has that, but I didn't have it I didn't have it turned on. I wasn't watching it. And so I didn't realize that my mic had died. And if I had been watching the meter, I would have known because I'm watching it right now and I can see my sound level. I can see every time I say something, the bar jumps up into the yellow zone, just under the red, which I've kind of figured out is just the right um, volume for what I'm going for here. I didn't So this vital piece of feedback that I needed was missing, and it turned out that it ruined the show in a way. I mean, I was very happy to be able to just open my heart on air and let it talk. And I'm going to do that more. So in a way, that was the win, really, was just being able to access my heart and let it talk for me. That was a big deal for me. And so in that case, that show was definitely a win. But if you're a viewer and you just want to watch something and get a quick fix out of it, it was totally useless for you. But today, it gives us a chance to talk about feedback and how important feedback can be when you're trying to do something. Like, let's say do a show and you want to convey these important things that you think will really help people. My life's work is to take the struggle out of getting fit for people because I've struggled with it myself, and I've known so many people I've loved that have struggled with it, clients that have spent years and years and years with me where we've developed a relationship that goes beyond the client trainer relationship, that goes maybe even beyond friendship. It's like lifelong friendship. I've seen those people struggle with this. So I know how it feels to struggle with something like this. And my life's work has become ending that struggle because it doesn't have to be a struggle. And once I realized that, I was like, bam, that's me. That's my calling. That's my life's work. It found me. We could do a whole episode on life's work and how you really have to go looking for it because it will find you. And that was really the case with this. My life's work found me. But all of that, all of everything that I unpacked yesterday and tried to give you um, didn't happen because I wasn't watching my feedback. I didn't catch that a glitch had happened because I wasn't paying attention to the feedback that would have let me know that. And by the time I realized it, which was when I was watching the show after the fact, it was too late. It was way too late to do anything about it. There was no way to go back and get the sound back on there. And right today, I'm constantly checking my sound meter level just to see if I'm still broadcasting sound, which is very important. And so far, it seems like I am. And so now I know because that I have the opportunity to actually convey a message to you, which is the the whole point of this episode is that feedback is allowing me to complete my life's work. And that's how important it is. It really is. And I think that as a people, we tend to try to avoid feedback sometimes because we don't want to hear that we're not doing great. We don't want to face the fact that maybe we're not perfect or maybe we are struggling or something's not working or whatever it is. We I don't know about you, but I definitely find ways to distract myself from the fact that, sometimes I'm not doing what I think I should be doing. Tony Robbins would call that shooting all over yourself, but I do it. I think we all do it. We have these ideas of how things should be, how we should be. And then when feedback drops a mirror in front of us and shows us the disparity between the way we think things should be or the way we think we should be and how things actually are or how we actually are, it can be upsetting. It can be very upsetting. It can be devastating in some cases. And so I think feedback has taken on these negative connotations, which is why your quick fix for today is to find something that relates to what you're working on in your life right now, but don't make it something huge. For example, my feedback, what I'm focusing on today for feedback is just my sound level mic. I'm just checking to make sure my mic is still on. And that's the only feedback I'm looking for right now in this moment. If I was looking for some kind of feedback to tell me that I'm doing a good job or that I'm on the right track or that the show is exactly what I should be doing, then I'm starting to get into some murkier waters where where things could get a little tricky feeling wise, where I might start to feel bad about the disparity between the way I think things should be and the way they actually are. Instead of having that kind of feedback facing you down and maybe backing you down, find something small, something that doesn't have that huge impact on your life, but is still just important, like my mic. The mic is part of this whole show, and there's a lot that goes on to make this all happen. There are literally 5 different programs running simultaneously to make this broadcast happen in this moment. And so the mic is just one small part of that. But it's the part I'm measuring today because when it fails, it doesn't matter how many programs I run to make this happen. It doesn't matter what my message is. It doesn't matter if that was the best show that I ever did. It doesn't matter because no one heard it. No one got a chance to hear it. And all of that could have been remedied just by paying attention to one small feedback in the overall picture of what I'm trying to accomplish here. So, something tiny, something that just lets you know you're on the right track. And one of my favorite forms of feedback is just checking off days. For example, the dance your butt off, this totally counts as your workout, is designed to be an easy way to start building your workout habit. And if you just do it, that is the feedback that you need. You're just checking off boxes. That's it. You showed, and your feedback is the showing up for it. And that red X in your calendar is all the feedback you need. It's small, it's tangible, and it matters. It actually starts getting you closer to your goal. So, all of that is, yeah, kind of my way of trying to give you something that you can use to start making some positive changes in your life right now, like what this whole show is based on. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, because it without you there is no Tiger Ford show. And so this you are a huge part of this, and I'm so grateful that you are, and I hope that we continue to have this relationship with each other for the rest of our lives, because I love it, first of all, and it's mutually beneficial for us both. So thank you very much. It really does mean a lot to me. So we're gonna be off for the next 2 days because it's the weekend. What? And Tiger is not gonna work on the weekend. No, I'm not. I am gonna talk about myself in the third person though. Uh no, we're taking the weekend off, obviously. It's a 3-day weekend because Monday is Memorial Day, but we're still going to be broadcasting on Monday. So if you want to come and get your workout on with us with the Dance Your Butt Off, this totally counts as your workout. Workout great because I'm going to be here. So until Monday, this is the Tiger